Hi, today I'm going to show you how to store your Echo Pro for long-term storage without the worry of having your compound lines clogged. You'll want to start by removing the pinch nozzles. They're the little rubber nozzles and they pull right off. Put them to the side, and you'll want to run some water through the system to clear out the compound that's in the lines. I like to use warm water, not real hot. Real hot can damage the line, but warm water helps clear the compound lines. Get a little tray to collect the water as it pumps through, and on the machine you'll want to press the stop in the function button and the pump will run forward. And you'll want to watch these lines here, the back, and you'll keep running until it looks reasonably clear. As you can see, the line's starting to turn clear. I like to run it in reverse and then back forward again just to flush the lines out. So press stop, and then you'll press start stop function, and the pump runs in reverse. You can see how cloudy the water's getting because there was still compound in there. Now go ahead and press stop. Stop function, run the pump in forward. And as you can see, the water's now coming out clear, and the line itself is crystal clear. Press stop. You can remove the little tray, and you will want to remove the plate and table, and you'll see 4 Phillips screws. Go ahead and remove those screws, being careful not to drop them down inside. You may want to even put a piece of tape over that to prevent yourself from dropping them down inside, as I almost just did. Go ahead and remove each screw. Now, this whole splash tray will come out. Exposing below the splash tray is your compound pump. So there's a cover over the pump. Press down on the side and it'll come right off. You'll see there's a beveled edge on it. Set that to the side. Inside, you will see the pump. There are 4 rollers and the compound tubing. So go ahead, remove the rollers, slowly turn it, and then take the tension off of the tubing by moving the tubing like so. And then I like to put the screws and the rollers and the nozzles and everything in a little Ziploc bag, put everything back in place loosely, and putting everything inside and closing the lid for storage for later. That way you won't lose anything. So now let's put it all back together. So let's see. You want to start by taking that tubing and making sure it is not crossed over, that it is, there's two tubes, and you want to make sure they are one on the bottom, one on the top, and that it's uniform all the way around. Now, take your first roller, put it in on the top up here, and holding that down by putting your fingers over the posts that hold the rollers, and put the next one on. Do the same thing. Put the third one on, and put the fourth one on. If it's a newer machine, this tubing is going to already have an adequate amount of silicone grease on it. If it's an older machine that's been used a bit, that tubing might be a little dried out. It'd be a good time to put some silicone grease on there. Doesn't need much. You can just take some of that silicone grease on your finger, put a little bit on the tubing, and when the roller goes, it'll do the rest. It'll spread it out on the tubing correctly. Okay, now next you're going to want to take the pump cover, and again the beveled side, or the side with the lip on it, will go down. It'll only go on one way. Next thing you want to do is put the splash cover back on, and you'll see the 4 screw holes line up. Put screw number 1 in. Put screw number 2 in. Put screw number 3 in. Put screw number 4 in. Now, go ahead and take your plating table, put it in, and you'll see it's lifted up a little bit. There's about a ½ inch in between the splash cover and the bottom of the plating table. Just turn it until it drops down. And that puts the pump, everything back together. You'll want to prime the compound. So go ahead, take your tubing, put it in your compound. Make sure you shake that compound up or get a fresh bottle from us. But you will want to make sure that it's not dried up and clumpy and cause clogs. So again, you're going to go ahead, press stop function, and you'll see the compound just started to come up through the tube. Okay. And it's coming through nicely. So press stop, and then go ahead and just little drips that are there, go ahead and clean those off. Take your pinch nozzles that you would put to the side and put on one, and put on number 2. And that's it, folks. You should be good to go. And if you have any questions, give our service department a call, 847-243-4150. Thanks.